Why is it so low on my end? The hell? Here we go. Like it's been a while since I've done a early stream, huh? When's the last time I started off a stream with this bad boy right here? Y'all know how this goes. It's gonna end in me. Holy fuck. I'm mentally preparing myself for what's about to happen. Should have probably got, actually I think I do have some water. Hold up. Well, this song goes. I gotta run it back. This shit is like such a chill, like zen spark up song. How this song goes. Like I want to start playing the game, but I want to keep listening to this shit. This is one of those songs off like video game soundtracks that I always forget about. Like in every single video game OST has like one track. Like as much as I love like Final Fantasy VII's music or Metal Gear's music or fucking I don't know, whatever. I came in pretty loud. There'll always be that one song I'll forget about, and then when I go back and listen to like a playlist of the whole OST, I'll be like, "Hey, yo, like I forgot about this one." And that's one of those right there, because you know, whenever I think of Bayonetta's OST, there's like 3 or 4 songs that come to my head. You know, like "Fly Me to the Moon," the main battle theme, like the one that plays in like Smash. There's like a few other ones, like the theme where like the clock tower's falling, and like one last one I can't think of, but that's one of those that I always forget about. Am I tripping, or is this gameplay audio loud as shit? Been having weird audio balancing issues lately. I don't really know what the deal is, you know. I'm winging it. I'm trying. Give me a break. How's that sound? Let me see. Sounds okay for the most part. Okay, so last time we played this, we were here. We did what did we do? We did the quest in the dungeon where we went back to like the that forest area, and then after that we went back to the village where the girl lost her memory, got her memory back with the little statue, whatever. There was a dude at the bottom. He was doing research, but he had a book, and he was like, "Oh, I can't read this certain language. I need to move the statue." We got the power to awaken this rod again. We went around, found all the statues, moved them. Underneath each statue was like a little thing that you read, and it adds to your book. Then after that, we were able to move the statue at the bottom of the cave. Then after we moved that, this huge cannon was there. We warped the cannon here. This guy sees it. We pay him 300 rupees to fix it. And now we can get into it and fly to the next area, basically. Yuck. And away we go. Bro, relax. I remember this being one of my favorite areas. But it's funny how I don't remember too much about it. Oh, I'm getting pushed by wind all of a sudden. Oh, okay. I see where the wind can fuck me over. No, sir. The hell is this? We're shopping already? I thought we were gonna do some exploring. What you got for me? 90 rupees? I think I'm good. I'm debating not necessarily what's the next game after I beat this, because that's always going to be a discussion that, you know, who knows what the hell. But as I'm mainly discussing what's the name, and, you know, I'm mainly debating what's the next Nintendo game, whether it be, you know, just another Zelda, the next Zelda, or you know, maybe we switch it up. Never beat Star Fox Adventures. So, you know, there's that we can usually go back to. And I remember the other day, I never fully wrapped up Metroid Prime 3. Because remember, we were trying to beat him before Metroid Dread came out. And we beat Prime 1 and 2 and got about 90% through 3. And then Dread came out and I just said, fuck it. Probably could have held out for a day and just beat, you know, Prime 3, but, you know, I was craving a new game, so couldn't resist. You know, there's those two. There's Paper Mario. The thing about Paper Mario, my save got erased, so we'd have to start all the way over. Same thing with Wind Waker, even though I never streamed that, but that was a game I played off stream. Put a lot of hours into and lost the whole save file. Son of a bitch. I don't know. If I were to stay on the Zelda route, then maybe I would just start Wind Waker over again, but if I feel like switching it up, we got some options. Actually, real quick, let me wait till that's over. Okay, let me do this. There we go. I don't need you on though. We'll do that. There we go. I had a feeling. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, do it a dash. Or do I just jump across? Nah, that's not gonna work. Put you down. Go up here. Why are you on the wall? Try this. Getting somewhere. Yeah, it would be cool if they honestly when are game developers gonna get it in their head that the first step when it comes to making a successful console is to make sure that it can play everything before it. Yet they do everything to avoid that. Which, like, was that not the standard when we got, like, you know, the PlayStation 2, the Xbox 360, and I don't know. Well, Nintendo's kind of a special case. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, because didn't they do like a... Because this is basically the GameCube version, but I know they have a Wii version of this, which that's the version I played growing up, was the version on Wii. And then they also did a remake on the Wii U, which I never played, which is called like the remake, or that's called the HD version. And then they also have an HD version of Wind Waker, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Let me go this way. Yeah, see, I do remember that Game Boy Advance working on DS was very clutch. That was actually one of the things that, you know, it always gave people incentive to, like, go out and kind of buy, like, the next thing, because, you know, you didn't get that feeling of, like, oh, like, it only has a few games to play, because it can also play, like, you know, your old catalog, which is kind of nice. Honestly forgot all about this. Yeah, GameCube working on Wii was hella clutch. Ooh, relax. Ooh, do I have a key? I do not. Why is this right here? There's a key somewhere that I missed. Yeah, it's weird though, because isn't that theoretically why, like, the first versions of the PlayStation 3s are so valuable. It's because like those are like the only ones that can like play a lot of old shit, which is weird because not only like it's one thing to like have the PlayStation 3, you know, play it, but then the PlayStation 4 not. But you literally transitioned halfway through the cycle of the same console and just decided, yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore, which is weird. Like, what the hell am I doing? Oh, it's up here. Or maybe not. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm assuming the boomerang isn't gonna do jack shit. Yeah, no, believe me, it's the one thing that pisses me off about Metal Gear Solid 4 till this day. You know, I honestly, I tried to, you know, play it on the PS3 emulator, and I was able to play it at, you know, to completion enough to, I guess you could say, experience the game, but it was hell streaming it. And then on top of that, there was like a lot of there was 2 sections that were just like flat out broken, and I had to use like save files to like skip them because like shit just fucked up. But I literally had to go through freaking so many loopholes of bullshit just to experience Metal Gear Solid 4, which fucking sucks because it's trapped on PS3. Like, why? How the hell do I get over there? Oh wait, hold up. Yeah, like, but like in the case of Metal Gear, it just sucks because it's Metal Gear. Like, it'd be different if it was a game that was like trapped on PS3, but it was like a company that's still like well known and still has a good rep. But it's like, man, it's like it's a Kojima game with Konami in the mix, so you know, probably both of those people don't give 2 fucks about doing anything to get it on anything. Well, I don't know. Kojima might, but Konami don't give a fuck. They're probably like, that shit can stay exactly where it belongs. If it was up to them, they'd probably get it taken off the PS3. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. I figured that was the case. I might fall off. Never mind. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, you know, old school game companies that kind of suck now. It's like you kind of want them to put out, you know, the shit everybody wants, but, you know. I think TBH and the Gaming Illuminati, they were talking about the same thing with kind of how Naughty Dog has become, and it's like how everybody kind of craves and asks for, like, you know, a new Jack and Daxter, but they just don't want to give it to people because they rather focus on, you know, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right, but it's just it goes along the case, like, bro, like, imagine like your fans asking for something that you know it'll be profitable, but just being like, like, and it's something you've done before, like, that, you know, like, can be a success, and you have like amazing technology to improve the games now, and you don't even necessarily have to do like a Jack 4. Like, you can, like, I mean, I don't know, I am kind of getting burnt out on remasters and remakes low key, but like, fuck, I wouldn't be mad at it. Alright, what am I, can I not do anything here until I get the double hook shot, or am I tripping? Let me see. I kind of think that's the case. Fuck. But if that is the case, son of a bitch. I feel like I'm missing something here. He? Oh shit. Oh, what was with that? That was weird. Okay. I was done over there anyway. At least I think. I don't know. I might have to go back there at some point. Fuck. I have no idea what just happened, but okay. I got the key over there, right? Which means I can now go this way. I always forget this game has like that weird wide screen, not a wide screen, but see how it has like that thin black layer up top and on the bottom. I could get rid of it, but I'm too lazy, so deal with it. Oh should have picked those arrows up. Fuck. Hey, so the Cuphead DLC comes out tomorrow? I didn't even forget all about that. Or sometime soon? I think tomorrow. Oh no, man, I might have to wait on that. I don't know if I'm ready for that type of stress, so you might have to let that marinate a little bit, you know, come back to it later. Oh, okay, iron boots don't work. Iron boots do not work. Why don't they work? Is it because I have the cheat on? Do I have to turn that off? I could have swore the iron boots work. Nope. I'll take it. Excuse me. Why am I yawning so much? Golly. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I thought it would have respawned. I was seeing like, do I have to carry it to like make me heavy? But apparently not. So how? Okay, this is interesting. I don't believe I can do anything here. Can I take you out there? Or can you like only stay in here? No, I can't. Okay, I'm running out of ideas. Let me see. Okay. Fucking A. Yo, what's good with it? And it spawns me back here. Let me see. Is it really do I really have to change do I have to turn that iron boot bullshit off? Wait, I forgot. How do I even change it? Is it cheat manager? Run normal speed with iron boots. Yeah, turn this shit off. Can I like disable it like mid game? Oh no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait, why is it like not full screen now? What happened? What did I do? Oh, there we go. This is the first thing I played on my Wii back when I got it in 4th grade. It's probably one of my favorite Wii games too. This, Smash Bros. What else was dope on the Wii? No More Heroes. Hey, it doesn't disable mid game, so. Fuck that was. Let's do that. Try this again. And see if this works. I could be way off on this, and this isn't even the issue. And I just did all this for no reason. But, you know, doesn't hurt to try. Wow. Okay, actually, you know what? Maybe it's not bad they put me back here. Why did that low-key jump scare the fuck out of me? I'm pissed. Think I'm your favorite streamer right now? Potato, I'm the only streamer you watch right now. What are you talking about? Thank you. I mean, who the fuck gets on here to watch anybody else? Apparently millions of other people. All right, back to this bullshit. Now watch this not work. Okay, let me see this. Let's see if this works. Which I doubt it will. No, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Now let's try this. That was it. That was the trick. But there's still the problem of getting past these blue blocks. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. They fall faster with the iron boots. So now, I just don't know what the fuck to do. Excuse you? Excuse you. Oh, the wind. Wait, so how do I do... Huh? Can I use this? Wow. I'm surprised because I don't know if that was like the intended... Is the hook shot the intended thing to use, or did I just randomly think to use that and it just so happened to work? Because that's kind of the thing about Zelda games. Interesting. I get the feeling like that's just a rupee over there, but at the same time, I do want to try to go get it. Son of a bitch. What was that? I literally pressed a button to pull out the hook shot. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm glad the game just fades out. Because if that was like in a real, that's why they say in a real life scenario like that, most people, like, you know, die from shock before they even hit the ground, because, like, you know, it's just, that's kind of a lot to deal with. At least, and I would hope so too, because I would kind of hate to fall from the sky or some shit like that and be like conscious the whole way through and then die and feel the impact of you like hitting the ground or some bullshit. That would fucking suck. Yeah, basically. I called it. I know Zelda. Are you? I mean, yeah, there's some pretty terrible ways to die, and that is one of them. I don't know why, but it always bothers me when like you ask people like, what's like the worst way or the number one way you would never want to die, and they say the most generic answer like being burned. I'm like, really? That's all you could come up with? I mean, I get it, you know. Oh shit. No one really wants to be burned, but they do say, you know, in the event that your entire body is engulfed in flames, after like, you know, a few seconds or so, once the burns get past like your nerves and whatnot, you really don't feel it. But people still just like scream, you know, due to the fact that they're on fire, not necessarily due to the fact that they're like in agonizing pain. It's just due to the fact that I'm on fucking fire. Like, what the fuck? Oh, fuck these pieces of shit. Oh, both of you can fucking kick rocks. Now, oh, that was low-key clean. Hold up. The 2-for-1 special? I likes that. Now, why am I setting them free? What does this have to do with them? Wait, is there something down there? Said buried alive. Yeah, that's. I feel like that's a lot of people's like, you know, top one as well. But getting like smacked by like a car though, see. Anything that goes along the lines of like extreme pain, but also with like a good chance of you surviving, just sounds terrible. Because it's like, bro, like I don't want to get smacked by a freaking semi truck, but then like, you know, still be alive, but just extremely fucked up, like. But, you know, buried alive, you know, you're not really. I mean, that's just scary and just traumatizing. In a form of it's like, you know, you slowly having to come to the realization that damn, like no one's coming for me, and I just have to just sit here and get comfortable with the fact that I'm gonna die here, and then that's when it starts to fucking suck. Like, oh shit. But now that comes to the debate, like, what really classifies as the worst way to die? Is it more like a mental like thing? Is it more like a painful thing? Because I feel like there are some deaths that are extremely painful, but then you compare those to like other deaths that would just mentally fuck with you. But it's kind of like, you know, which one's worse? He said, well, there's no way you would survive a direct hit. Theoretically, yeah, you know, there is no way, but you never fucking know. Like I said, you could technically survive, but just, you know, you can't move, you can't talk, you know, you're basically a fucking vegetable. So it's like, and it's like, you know, at that point, it's like, do I even want to fucking live? Wait, what did I even get in that room over there? Like, what did I go all the way over there to do? I haven't even been paying attention to what the hell I'm doing. Hold up, let me, Well, okay, we went in that room. Those two guys were in there. I knocked them down. That opened like a gate to where those flying birds were. But where exactly were they at? Yeah, see, that's the thing I was low-key just about to get into that. Like, if you just get hit, then that comes, you know, into play of it if you can survive it. But the second you get dragged underneath it, yeah, RIP. And then that's kind of the case, not even necessarily with semis, but just with cars in general. If like the second you go underneath the car, yeah, it's like a 95% chance you're not living through that shit. But for me personally, if we're talking like, if we're talking the most painful way to die, and the number one way I would never in my fucking life want to die, and I realized this when I saw ironically Saw, was it Saw 4 or Saw 5 at the end where the guy gets crushed. But yeah, getting like crushed would be fucking terrible. Like, imagine being like in, like, you know, a fucking trash compactor or some shit, and it just like slowly closes in on you. Like, that fucking A. Like, shit like that would fucking suck. But yeah, it's basically the part like where he gets like he's in the room and it starts closing in, and for some dumb reason his dumbass thinks it would be a bright idea to try to stop the freaking mechanism from crushing him, from like putting his arm like this. And the second he puts his arm like this and it starts to get too tight, like this arm just like snaps, this bone goes up and that bone, and I'm just like, oh fuck, like OBS is on some weird shit. What the fuck? I'm just like, holy shit, bro. Like, shit like that is just like, and then even after that, the fact that you would just have to sit there and like slowly just like scream while your head gets crushed and everything, like, golly, man. Where the fuck? Where was that gate at that opened? Like, I like how the game didn't even like do any type of elaborating as to where. I am confused as shit. Hold up, bro. I'm literally gonna have to go all the way back. Nah, fuck that. I'm done. Like, I'm literally over this shit. Hold up. Let me pause that. Like, bro, like I don't really have the patience. So, and plus on top of that, I'm low key high as shit. So, I don't want to be sitting here just moving in circles, not making any type of progress. So, like, bro, just get to the point. What am I supposed to do? We've already done all this. Just show me the part. Okay, we got the key. Okay, so far so good. You unlock the door, goes in here, turns that off. Gets the dungeon map, we got that. We went in here. Went through this area. Got in here. These two pieces of shits were in here. We killed them. Now here we are. This opens. Now what? Are you shitting me? I just had to look up. I hate these damn games, bro. Yeah, see, that's why I hate when I go to see a horror movie, and by horror movie they mean, oh, let's just show a lot of torture and blood, and you know, that's why I felt like Saw 1 was good, because Saw 1 was like, and I guess you could even say Saw 2 to an extent, was like a good mixture of, yeah, there were moments, you know, of that were kind of bloody and gory, but there were also moments that were pretty fucking scary too. For example, you know, like the moments that were gory were, of course, you know, the games that they played in order to get out, but the moments that were scary were the moments where he would capture them to, like, you know, take them to play a game where he would like dress up in the mask with the pig, and he would be in their houses, and like the guy had the camera, and like every time he would like take a picture with the camera and flash, like you would think like, oh shit, is he there? Or like where he caught the guy in the park, like those were actually like scary parts. So like it was a good balance of both. But then you get to fucking Saw 3, and Saw 3 is just like, all right, we're just gonna go out the window with all like the, you know, slow build up and slow, you know, tension, scary moments, and just go full blown torture porn, and everything is just people's organs getting pulled out, and people's teeth getting pulled out, and people's ribs getting. I'm gonna say, bruh, like, I'm not really trying to see all this. Yeah, you feel me? Now we got fucking Saw 3D. Well, now, isn't it, what was that shit with Chris Rock, Spiral? I heard a lot of mixed things about that, so I don't really know. I kind of wanted to, like, I don't know, with movies, I kind of like to watch it anyway and form my own opinion regardless of what critics or whatever people say. But sometimes if the movie look kind of whatever going in, that usually kind of mean it's going to be whatever. Yeah, Hostel was kind of one of those movies I wasn't really fucking with for that reason as well. Whenever I think of Hostel, I just think about that part where that nigga cuts his Achilles tendon, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't feel like watching this shit. Who the fuck wants to see that? Like, I don't know. Like I think it's cool that there's a lot of different forms of horror, but you know, I'm kind of for the traditional like. Well, I guess you could say you know, that's considered unsettling as well, but I like unsettling in the form of like, you know, I don't want to say like super, like maybe you could say like supernatural or like, you know, weird entities or something. I mean, I even like, you know, things that are grounded to reality that revolve, you know, this typical, you know, regular killers or something, like, you know, your Halloweens or fucking you know, the strangers and shit like that. Once you get into the whole let's just be gruesome for no reason. Okay, what the hell did I just do? Okay, now that's open. Yeah, like, you know, and you know, toward you know, after the first few Insidious movies just kind of start to get played out, but you know, I prefer those movies over like, you know, the torture, you know, Saw and Hostel movies as well. And I've said this before, I'm a huge fan of like found footage movies. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I honestly love them. Some of my favorites are like, you know, As Above, So Below. It's another good one. Hell, I've even liked those, but like, what were some of the latest ones they did, like with the webcams, like Unfriended? Like, I thought those were neat. Like, and I feel like they're just like, you know, nice, like different takes, like on, I don't know, different ideas that kind of relate to, you know, modern technology and shit. Because, you know, nowadays everything's kind of like, you know, phone related, and like, you know, a lot of people are out, you know, kind of just like filming shit. So like, I feel like whenever you see kind of movies that look like, you know, they've been kind of filmed like in, like, you know, someone just pulled out their camera and started filming shit, it kind of gives you that feeling that, damn, like, I'm actually, like, this isn't like some theatrical thing that, you know, look like they set up all these lights and cameras to like try to get you scared. You know, it's just, you know, this is just some regular video and something like it. But, you know, at the end of the day, they are still doing that. They just make it seem like they aren't. But it gives it that feeling that like, oh shit, this is actually like, you know, this is like a real video or something. I have not seen that, but it sounds interesting. Anything that has like, usually most movies that have like the whatever tapes or something usually tend to be kind of interesting, especially if they're horror, you know, related. It's not necessarily horror, but I started watching the what's it called, Chernobyl tapes on HBO, because I know they have an actual horror movie, the Chernobyl something. It was actually pretty cool. Not the scariest movie, you know, not the best, but it was okay. But this one's like, it actually talks about like the real story of what happened and whatnot. I did go the right way, right? Scariest found footage ever made. All right, I'm gonna have to fuck with it then. You know what movie? Like it's another one that was scary as fuck at the time, but like now that I look back at it in retrospect, I think I've even went back to watch it, and I'm like, it's not as good as I remember. But there was an old Netflix found footage flick called Grave Encounters. And that shit used to low key. Wow. Okay. About these like dudes like that, they basically try to go like stay the night in a mental asylum, and that alone should tell you that shit's gonna fucking go wrong. That shit, like I feel like when I watched it, like when it first came out, that shit low key hit. It's about a serial killer who films his own crimes. And that's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Is it weird that I'm just looking at all this and I'm starting to get a headache? It's like my mind was telling me, hey, play Zelda. It sounds like a good idea. Then you start remembering like the puzzle aspect and you're like, why the fuck did I should have put on fucking Paper Mario. The same thing happened with Joe the other day but see, he was playing Breath of the Wild. That's a completely different scenario. He thought of it like he tried to come back to that game after not playing it for like a year, and just instantly got fed up like with the game not holding his hand, and just cut that shit off. And I feel him. I hella feel him, because Breath of the Wild is one of those games that I can't get out of this, huh? I'm gonna die. Well, it's been real. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I always think about going back to replay Breath of the Wild, but then I think about just getting lost throughout the fucking game, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. And I've heard this statement, and I do low-key agree that Breath of the Wild is a great game, but it's not a great Zelda game. And I low-key feel that. Cause for one, it don't really have any dungeons. Like, granted, the shrines are cool, but the shrines, they don't hit the same. There's no real story. Like, granted, you can say a lot of the Zelda games have a similar story, but they're all kind of unique. How this one involves like the Twilight and like the upside down world and you turning into a wolf. Wind Waker has like the boat, you sailing, and the cartoonish look. Skyward Sword has its own thing. So it's just weird. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it's a great game. It's by no means a bad game, but when you compare it to like all the other Zelda games, it just feels off. You said Nintendo's version of Metal Gear Solid 5. I kind of understand what you mean by that. And then that's actually a somewhat good comparison. But Metal Gear 5 just suffers from being rushed, really, when it boils down to it, because the story is still there. Like a lot of people say, like, Um, like the story is just dog shit when you compare it. I wouldn't say that. It's just the story kind of takes a back seat in Metal Gear Solid 5. But if you want to look for it in the cassette tapes, it's definitely there. There's a lot of dialogue and a lot of shit that goes on in Metal Gear Solid 5. But it's just kind of tucked away. And the reason for that, I think the reason for that is because a lot of people complained, me, myself included, once I kind of played it, that Metal Gear Solid 4 was a bit too, it was a movie. Like, you basically watched it more than you fucking played it. So, I think the reason for that was, 4 was meant to be the last one. It's the conclusion of not only Solid Snake's story, but, the story of everybody's. But of course, they wanted to make more. So now this is supposed to, finish off Big Boss's story. But instead of him littering the game with fucking cutscenes and having you watch everything, he's like, well, you can just play the game, but while you're playing it, you can listen to a cassette tape. So now everybody makes the argument that, oh, Metal Gear Solid 5 has no fucking story, because if you go back and look at Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 4, there was all these moments where you would watch an hour-long cutscene or listen to this hour-long codec call and not play the fucking game. And it's like, yeah, those moments were cool, but by 4, we kind of started getting burnt out on that shit. So Kojima made the decision, okay, like, let me just make it all audio and just make it gameplay. And it would have fucking sucked if the gameplay sucked. However, the gameplay in fucking 5 is top tier, and I would know because I was literally just playing that shit fucking yesterday, and I was like, damn, this game still does control and play like good as fuck, like one of the best like tactical military like stealth like feeling games like out there. And it's because they took a lot of the focus away from all the cutscenes and all this, but however, they still rushed it, and there was a whole second chapter that they didn't even get to fucking do. And what the fuck happened to Eli? He takes the Metal Gear and just rides off, and you have to go watch a whole chapter on YouTube where he freaking finds him in Africa and there's a big ass battle. But it's like, damn, that would have been cool, like, if we would have experienced that. But like I said, it was rushed. He said it does what Metal Gear Solid 2 did, which just make you feel like you're completely out the loop. Yeah, it definitely tries to pull one of those big, what the fuck, what a twist, M. Night Shyamalan moments at the end. Which, to be honest, I didn't see it coming, and it did surprise me, but it didn't necessarily shock me as much as the 1 and 2, because till this day, that's probably like one of the biggest like jaw drop what the fuck moments in 2, like at the end where you find out like all the Patriots like died and shit, and then like everything was kind of like the whole entire game where you're like supposedly looking for the Patriots. It's like, well, who the fuck have I been looking for if they're all fucking dead? Then you find out they're AI, and but then it all got, the part where it all gets creepy is where you just go to Arsenal Gear, and then the Colonel starts breaking the fourth wall, telling you to turn the fucking game off and shit. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed we never made it to Metal Gear Solid 2 on stream, because, I was supposed to play the games in chronological order. We streamed 3, which is technically the first game in the series. Then we started 5, and then I just stopped. No, like, remember, we tried to do Peace Walker and Portable Ops, and I didn't like either one of them, so I said fuck it. Started 5, and I think like a new game came out, and I got distracted and never came back to it. But like I said, I was just playing 5 the other day, so if I jump on it, I might you know, continue the series playthrough. Then after 5, we can play 1, then 2. Then hopefully by then, they've come out with a nice stable PS3 emulator where we can freaking finish it off with Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, like I'm already knowing, like that was the one thing that made me really want to push through and play both Peace Walker and Portable Ops, because not only does the story seem fire, but I love like the cutscene style they did, like with the comic book like animation style. I was like, hey, like this is fucking dope. But the gameplay just fucking blows. I mean, this is probably I guess you could say it's an okay comparison, but some might say it's a terrible comparison. But it's kind of similar to like a lot of like the spin-off Kingdom Hearts games. It's like, yeah, it has meaningful story, and it definitely does matter to like, you know, the lore. But it's like, I don't want to play this shit because they're fucking handheld games and the combat fucking blows. Oh shit. I don't know, for me, I thought the art style was clean. You know what's funny? I'm a big fan of animation, but I'm not a big fan of reading comics. But you know, sometimes I will, you know, just for the sake of, you know, because even like growing up as a kid, you know, when I would have my friends and they would collect comics and stuff and have like the Marvel comics and all that shit, like I always thought it was cool just like glancing at them and looking at the pictures and reading a few pages here and there. But I was just never really into just really sitting down and like actually reading and digesting it and reading volume after volume and whatnot. It was just, I would rather just watch a TV show or animation on it, because, you know, you know, I don't know, it's just how I am. But if you give me a comic that has like slight motion to it and it has voiceovers, oh, I'll fucking love it. I love going to like YouTube and watching like those videos where people like, you know, they do like, you know, comics or like mangas or whatever, but like it's like a half animated, half comic. Like that shit is cool. Like I can digest shit like that. But if you just give me a regular comic, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. Like I would much prefer this animated. There's like a lot of Dragon Ball Super things that I've seen, and like, you know, and it's because I've like been scrolling through YouTube, and there's like, you know, people that'll upload things of that nature where like they'll kind of animate the you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll do like an animation of the chapter and do a voiceover and kind of make it not so boring. So I'm like, all right, like I can actually sit through this. The hell do I do this? Oh, wait, I see it. I see it. No, Link. Go back this way. What are you doing? To be real, I kind of find it annoying when games come out, like you know, games that have like a very heavy, like they're very heavy story base. Let's say it comes out like, you know, on PlayStation 5 or, you know, the new, or, you know, it comes out on PC or whatever. No, let's say it comes out like on PS5 and, you know, Xbox. You're like, all right, like this shit's cool, and you play it, story's fire, and then you find out like, you know, they might do a sequel or something. Like, all right, cool, you know, I like this so much. If they make a sequel, I'm down to play it. Sequel comes out, and it's only like on the new handheld system. And it's like, come on. Or not even a sequel. Like, it could just be a game that ties in with it, but they'll be like, hey, but just be sure to play it because it has meaningful characters. And it's like, you know, it explains a lot about yada, yada, yada. You're like, all right, bro, but would it have killed you to, like, release it on the same fucking thing that everybody loved who played the first one? But it's like, nah, we want to sell this freaking new handheld bullshit, so we're gonna use this game that sold good and did well on our main console. It's like, man, like, shit like that gets kind of annoying. And then when the second one actually comes out, you're like, all right, let me just play this one. And then you're playing the second game, you're like, bro, why do I not know what the fuck is going on in the story? Then you find out because you didn't play the fucking handheld version, you missed out on a lot of important shit. You're like, okay, well, fuck me, right? That's kind of how Metal Gear Solid was. Which is weird, though. Son of a bitch. I still enjoyed a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5, not even knowing who a lot of the people were. And then I come to find out that most of the people in 5 were introduced in Peace Walker. So they weren't even fucking new characters. But to me, they were. Okay. Give me 1 second, hold up. just messaged me and said, "Get Dead by Daylight." Have we not discussed this already? You know, I don't like playing games where I'm getting chased. For one, I don't do well with horror games, and two, I don't do well with competitive games, and you're mixing the two. That's not what I do. Okay, getting a little Spider-Man action on. I see you, Link. Okay, what we got? The fuck is this? Did I kill you with this? Oh, I can. Okay. But do you come back though? Zelda be having some really just weird, creepy looking enemies. Like I've said, speaking of horror, Nintendo is very good at doing unintentional horror. And freaking what's his name does a very good video on it. Nakey Jakey, where he talks about horror in video games, but not horror games. Why you not dying? Actually, you know what? I might even put that video on at some point. Because Nakey Jakey is a very dope content creator. Because that nigga be saying some dope shit that, like, I feel like a lot of us grew up on. Okay, what was out here again? I don't know, man. I've been low-key thinking about trying out that Backrooms game. It's like on Steam for like $10, but I don't know, man. I still can't activate this. Okay, actually, I need to figure out what the hell I need to do, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go get me something to drink real quick, so give me 1 second. before we get back into the game, let me put y'all on to one of my favorite YouTubers who makes a very solid. He makes a lot of solid points while also throwing in a lot of good humor too. And this video is 19 minutes long. I didn't think it was that long. Fuck, I got time.
The fuck?
Just in the meantime, I'll switch it to just chatting. Is there a way I can mute this in the background so it's not playing? I mean, I guess not, but at the same time, the audio is like super duper low, so I don't think it'll really matter. And plus, it might even go with the video, so there's that as well. But yeah, if you don't know who Nakey Jakey is, this dude's like super hilarious, but he's also like he does it in an informative way. My shit will
The horror
load.
genre is such a natural fit for video games to the point where it's kind of ridiculous. Among other reasons, people love horror because of the excitement and adrenaline that you feel from getting scared. If you hear something in a horror movie or see something in the background, yeah, it's scary as fuck if done right, but you still just get to sit there and watch it unfold, crossing your fingies, hoping that the protagonist doesn't. But in a video game, if you see a guy with a chainsaw and a bag on his head running towards you, yeah, you can set down your sweaty cunt and just watch it happen. But if the game has done a good job at fully immersing you into the experience, you'll more likely let a couple rip and say, oh no, I'm scared, and now I have to fight this freaky fuck. Oh bother, what a day it is that I am having. And it's a completely different type of terror. This is the type of shit that interests me, and this is the type of shit that I want to talk about today, right now, online. Also, notice how I titled the video Horror in Video Games and not Horror Video Games, because there's a lot of good examples of video games that probably aren't in the genre that still use horror effectively to make iconic, memorable gamer moments that gamers will be scribing into the Hall of Fame for many years to come, right up there next to Joe Flacco. Also, I'm going to be spoiling random parts of all of these games, so if you care about that, here's the door. Oh, I'm opening the door. Out you go, stupid. Where a lot of games are about constantly leveling up and making you feel more and more powerful, Amnesia is all about doing the exact opposite. It can truly make you feel like a scared idiot with no skills except hide and seek by Imogen Heap that does wonders in the department of making gamers make white underwear turn yellow. Like from P. It's the same thing with viral indie hits like Slender. The game was made quickly and looks like dog shit, when Slender Man looks like a fucking thumb person.
I remember we played this game once. Downloaded this shit off the Pirate Bay. Spooked us one time. I fucking alt F4'd out of this shit. Never played it again. This was back when like Marble Hornets first came out, so like the whole found footage of Slender Man was like fresh. Niggas, I was not fucking with this shit at all.
From Spy Kids, which would actually be scarier. Oh, but the gameplay mechanics of not being able to look at him for very long and knowing that he's always following you, that's the part that's scary. The gameplay. You can't hotkey any of the controls in Five Nights at Freddy's. You can only use the mouse to do everything, which means it's way more intense because you're constantly whipping that thing around trying to handle a bunch of shit at once. Like Amnesia, a game called Eternal Darkness on the GameCube has a sanity meter, which means the main character can just go fucking batshit sometimes. And sometimes the game demonstrates that insanity by swapping the controls to different buttons on the GameCube con. And also the game breaks the fuck out of the fourth wall, which is a great segue to the next part of the video. Good job writing the video, Jacob. Thanks, asshole. Few things are as creepy as the sensation of feeling watched. So when the game that you're playing acknowledges the fact that you're interacting with it and kind of has the illusion of being self-aware and sort of reaches out of the TV to wave hello, that shit...
I feel like this is one thing that fucks with a lot of people. And it kind of gets to me too. And it was kind of what I was just speaking about in the forms of Metal Gear Solid 2, which I'm pretty certain he's going to bring up at some point. But yeah, anything that kind of becomes like self-aware and like even when movies do it too, like it's just like weird. It's kind of like, you know, like what the fuck, like it makes you think like it's just happening like in the moment, or it always just hella trips me out, which is funny.
It can be unsettling as f. As I mentioned a second ago, Eternal Darkness does just this. It will do shit like pretending to turn the volume
This
down.
fucking Zelda music in the background is still like throwing me off. Is there like no way I can fucking mute this shit? Like, let me try doing let me try just doing that.
Your TV, and even fake you out while saving, claiming that you just successfully deleted all of your saved progress. Zooey mama, that's scary. The Metal Gear Solid series has a reputation for breaking the fourth wall and having cheeky little things like Psycho Mantis read your memory card saves and say shit like, I know you've been playing Castlevania. But the creepiest example comes from Metal Gear Solid 2, where the simulation, or whatever you want to call it, begins to unravel, and the Colonel, or whatever you want to call him, begins to say a series of extremely unsettling things, not only to Raiden, but directly to the player as well.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time? This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough.
This is
talk.
crazy
But my personal
because
favorite fourth
I literally remember playing that as a kid, and then after that scene, like pacing back and forth in my room, like what is happening? Like I had the game on pause for like 20 to 30 minutes, not knowing if I wanted to continue playing the game. I remember like calling my homie like Riley, who had let me borrow the game. I was like, bro, like what the fuck do you got me playing? What the fuck is this shit? He was just like, yeah, bro, just keep going. But I was like, that shit literally, like watching that scene right there just like played the whole moment out in my head. Like again, like I completely forgot like what that first experience was like seeing it. And I was like, bro, what? Nah, bro, cut this shit off.
wall break comes from one of the Scarecrow encounters in Batman Arkham Asylum. You're just playing the game, doing Batman shit, and then this happens.
This is a good one too.
I've waited a long time for this dance. Let's start the party with a bang.
And this is after Scarecrow had already appeared and fucked with the game a couple times, which was surprising on its own. I think we can agree that these segues are pretty good.
Dear Lord.
Up until a certain point in Arkham Asylum, you're just running around doing action-adventure Batman type shit, and then things start to get a little bit willy crazy. Wait a second, I don't remember these walls falling apart. Wait, when did these bugs move in. Wait, why am I talking to my dead parents in the morgue? Oh, Scarecrow. Oh, ding, 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 ding. It's Scarecrow. Uncharted 1. Simple action game, right? Ambi Jones type adventure romp, right? Wrong! Up until almost the end of the game, Uncharted 1 is a fun, lighthearted action-adventure romp. And then Naughty Dog was like, hey, you guys want to fuck around and make a 14-year-old shit in his only good pair of Wrangler jeans? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Ooh, 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 Naughty Dog. And then the game puts you on this old-ass, Titanic-ass, my heart will go on, Celine Dion-looking-ass, stupid boat with no communication with Sully, no music cues, no nothing, just Drake and his flashlight, and then this happens.
See, this one gets a lot of people.
Oh, shit.
But funny enough, this one never got me. When I played this for the first time, like, I don't know if it was because I saw it coming or what, but I find it funny that like even after I saw him talk about this, I saw like a lot of clips where like a lot of people said like, oh, this fucked me up as a kid, and I was like, really? But maybe it's because I didn't play it growing up, so that could be the issue.
In a regular horror game, this wouldn't be especially scary or memorable, but like Batman, it's the defying of expectations that completely rips out the rug from under you. Bloodborne. That was a moment of silence for everything that Bloodborne does right.
Oh, so what the fuck does Bloodborne have to do with it?
Now, I know that we all know how I generally feel about Red Dead 2. But Red Dead 2 is actually really good at using horror in some of the side quests and encounters. Most of you who've played the game are probably familiar with the pig farm encounter. If you're not, I'll educate you. Basically, two incestual weirdos invite you into their house to then roofie you and then rob you. And then you wake up in a pit after they've knocked you out, and you can go back to the house and get your revenge and get your money back and do a kickflip. But if you're a curious little cat, before you sit down at the table to then, get knocked out and robbed, you can kind of snoop around the house and inspect shit, basically piecing together that these two fuckwads definitely killed their mom. But one of the most unsettling and chilling things that I've ever seen in a game is if when you wake up in the pit outside and then you go get your revenge, if you don't kill the lady and instead hogtie her and pick her up and take her over to the pit that they put you in, she says this.
No! What are you doing? No! Please, no! Please, I'm sorry. Not here. Mama! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry.
The game has unique dialogue just for this insanely specific situation that most gamers, myself included, wouldn't have even thought to do, which is so cool and makes me wish that other parts of the game were also cool, because then I would make a calm. Silent Hill 4 lets you look through a little peephole when you're back at your apartment, and usually you just see this girl walking around with her stuffed bunny in the background. That's fine.
I've never played this one.
No harm, no foul.
I've only played 2.
But then if you choose to keep peeping through the peephole like a fucking creep, eventually this happens.
I forgot what happens here. Doesn't it like show up right in front of the camera or some shit? Oh no, it just turns around. That's still kind of creepy.
Oh, anyways, moving on. Oh man, isn't this a fun and lighthearted video? BioShock has a ton of this stuff too. Lots of environmental storytelling.
I kind of don't. Reason I don't want to watch this is because I'm low-key gonna. That part's funny where he talks about the guy who invented the Segway. Well, actually, here, he probably doesn't even say anything crazy, but I do. They just dropped the BioShock series on Epic for free, and I was just going to say fuck it and replay Infinite because that's the only one I played, but they do have 1 and 2, and I've never really sat down and played 1 and 2, like years ago, I watched a video on like a summary of what happens throughout the game before I played Infinite, you know, just to see what happens. And like, you know, of course they spoil what happens, but I've completely forgotten what they've said since then. So I kind of want to go through and replay the game without knowing what happens. So
Did you guys know that the inventor of the Segway died from driving a Segway off a cliff? I'm not making this shit up. One time when I was in LA, I think it was either Eddie or Chris Raygun or someone was telling us about it. Now, I guess it's true that the inventor of the Segway was trying to like demonstrate how good he could stop, like how quickly he could stop. And he just fucking drove the Segway off a cliff. Oh fuck!
if that's actually fucking true, holy fuck, bruh. That are earned. Okay, I'll give you that.
Unlike games like Outlast that eventually just kind of make you numb to jump scares because they're just so constant, BioShock does the opposite. So when a jump scare does come, it comes hard. While exploring a creepy dentist's office.
Yeah, see right
And
here.
if you do a run of the game where you decide to just murder everyone, aka a genocide run as it's known by the fan base, the game ends with a specific character doing this.
I think I've seen this one too. I've seen somebody else post about this, where she just starts tweaking the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah, he kills you, and after shaking the fuck out of the game window, it shuts itself off. Ooh, fun, again. The first Resident Evil has a classic jump scare that anyone who's played the game...
Or that low key gave me a little bit of goosebumps. Oh, fuck this. Even when I played the remake of this shit, it still fucked with me.
This brutal killing took place while the family was gathered at home on a Sunday afternoon.
This might be the scariest fucking game.
Dial now, we're just getting started.
Super Mario 64 has a really dumbass jump scare where a piano randomly tries to eat you. We should probably talk about what just happened, huh?
He has a moment just for PT.
Yeah, PT gets its own section of the video because it is easily, like without a doubt in my mind, the most terrifying piece of media I have ever experienced. Movie, TV show, book, song, podcast, whatever. Nothing even comes close to PT. This shit is actually cursed. Like right now, I'm in my studio. There's obviously no footage playing behind me, but even just imagining that footage and fucking Lisa behind me, dude, I like actually goosebumping. This shit is just the ultimate cocktail of interactive terror. The game fucks with your head.
See, I even still have the remake on my computer. It'll probably still work now. I remember like when I first started streaming, me and Haj tried to play it live, and it was one of those games. It was similar to Warzone, where it ran on like DirectX 12, and it was during that time where for some odd reason, one, I couldn't fucking figure out how to properly stream those games, and two, I was streaming on Streamlabs, which takes more resources. So whenever I would try to stream it, the game would just look choppy as fuck. And then I was like, fuck it, because I really wanted to like play this game and experience it in its entirety and see like what the fuck it's really about. Because I never like really saw anybody get like really far or even beat it. And one time I was like, fuck it, like, we tried to stream it wouldn't work. So I tried to play it and I set up a record and everything, recorded it. Got hella far. I got to a point where like you have to run down the hallways. Everything's fucking red. There's like eyes on all the freaking on the pictures, and the instructions were like you have to go take like 8 steps down the hall, wait until the lady makes a sound, then you turn around, you see her, then you take like 4 it was some weird convoluted ass steps to where like I couldn't figure out how to do it. And what was pissing me off was every time you failed to do it, she would fucking jump scare you. So I was like, you know what, bro, fuck this shit. But I was just gonna upload that and that'll be the video. I go to check the recording, black fucking screen. It got none of the fucking gameplay. It only just got my face cam and like my audio, and I was pissed the fuck off, bro. Till this day, like I've never gone back to replay it because one, like I've seen a lot of this shit, so like it was one of those things that was a fucking bummer, bro. I was like, wow, like one of the like scariest games, and like I completely ruined both the stream and the recording because of bullshit.
By repeating the same hallway over and over, sometimes changing it in minor or major ways. Not to mention the fucking ghost lady Lisa, who is so fucking terrifying that I'm already dreading editing this part of the video. Sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, I bet it sucks. It's programmed into the game that at least for part of it, she's literally always following you and can project real-time shadows of herself in front of you among other bullshit. The puzzles that you had to solve in order to beat the game are so obtuse that it basically turned everyone who played the game into an online conspiracy theorist that had to work together to reach insane realizations, like that at one point in the game you have to say a name out loud in real life into your PlayStation microphone. Like, what the fuck?
Ain't no
All
way.
of these things created a game that not only felt like it was breaking the fourth wall and reaching out of the TV at you, but it fucking was the fourth wall. Nobody knew what this thing was. It was like the tape from The Ring, and anyone that came in contact with it was just haunted by it, even when the PS4 was turned off. Yeah, try turning PT into a horror book or movie or TV show or podcast. You can't, because it is a horror game 100% through and through. Before I end this video, I just wanted to take a second and let you guys know how much I super appreciate how receptive you've been to.
Yeah, we
all of
appreciate you
this.
too. But on that note, I'm actually curious. Let me see something. Okay, no, I don't want to stop it. But what I do want to do. Where am I at? I'm actually here. It's actually pretty good. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Just for curiosity's sake. How we looking? This actually moves and controls very good. That's what throws me off. And it's like a remake. It's not even like the actual thing.
Sunday afternoon. The day of the crime, the father went to the trunk of his car, retrieved the rifle, and shot his wife as she was cleaning up the kitchen after lunch. When his 10-year-old...
But I know there's a few things that are like off compared to the original, to where like she doesn't show up in this door.
But reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game.
This is still like scary as fuck.
Shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who he shot in the stomach, was pregnant.
This freaking radio call is still scary as fuck.
After neighbors called 911, found the father in his car listening to the radio.
God, one of these days, man, I have to do like a full playthrough of this and like see like the ending. I wish it was the actual legitimate version with the real legitimate ending. Isn't there like a note on the ground somewhere at some point? And now the door is shut. Golly, it's such a simple concept, but it goes so far in terms of just fucking with you. And see now, I could have swore I saw like her shadow or something. 'Cause don't they say she's technically always following you? Well, I'm definitely not doing a full playthrough of this. I just wanted to see if the game still gave me like, you know, issues as far as like me like playing it and whatnot. But yeah, now we know. But see, I said it before after I had fucked up the recording. I said the only way I would play it again or do like a stream or another recording of it is if I get somebody who has no idea what the game is. And I kind of sit them down. I'm like, all right, like we're going to play this. And I tried to do it with my homegirl Dory, only to find out that she has motion sickness when it comes to games. Like she can't like play. She can play games like Mario Kart and Mario Party. But even then, she can't play them for long periods of time because, like, after a while, she'll start to, like, get, like, a headache or she'll start to feel, like, lightheaded and stuff. So I'm just like, oh, shit. So, you know, it is what it is. So, unfortunately, because I was honestly looking forward to doing, like, a lot of horror games with her, especially, like, a lot of, like, the puppet combo games and stuff and whatnot, but... yeah, once I found that out, I'm like, all right, well, probably not going to be able to do a lot of stuff with her, but there's always, you know, other ideas. But what time is it? It is 1. Actually, I got to be somewhere at 3. I was going to stream until then, well, till like around like 2:30, but, I think I'm gonna actually take care of something before I do that, cause yeah, I might see if I can knock out this little video real quick and see if I can edit something up, or I don't know, but I'm gonna try to come back to that freaking Zelda dungeon either later on tonight or definitely tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I gotta be somewhere at 3, and then I'm gonna take care of that. Then yeah, I'll probably be back on later to do that. And then if I don't feel like running Zelda, hell, we'll be on something later on tonight, because I don't really plan on working today. If I do work, I'm not gonna work that much, because I'm starting to realize I can't be driving day after day after day because I get tired of that shit. So I'll be back later, y'all. So for now, we are outro. Till the next time.